Okay, that was the example. Okay, we need the x bar, the sample standard deviation, and we also need the critical value for 0.05, the left critical value, the critical equals minus, because it's left-sided, it's going to be negative t 16 minus 1 0.05 level of significance. That's what we need. Okay, the x bar, the sample standard deviation, and the sample mean. I did perform this in Excel already in the Turkish section of this course, and the average is calculated. You can check it at home yourself by summing up those 16 values and dividing by 16, and the average, the mean, the sample mean for the average is 185.8125. Okay, the sample standard deviation is 58.4286. So that's the sample standard deviation. And the calculated statistics, remember, the T calculated statistics is x bar minus mu null divided by the sample standard deviation, and this is divided also by the square root of the sample size. So mu null is 200. I can write it there. And the critical value T15 0.05, we will check from the T table. Let me substitute the x bar mu null. The x bar is 185.8125 minus 200, and this is divided by 58.4286 divided by the square root of 16. And this is also calculated in Excel automatically, but if there is something wrong, you may fix it yourself home. In my calculation, this is minus 0.9713. I prefer to write 4 digits. 4 decimal places will be enough for me. So these are the calculated statistics, and the critical value, I will have to look for the critical value. For the degree of freedom is 15, for the level of significance 0.05. So this is, yes, this is the T distribution I need to look for, 15. From the row 15, I'll go straight down from 0.05, which is 1.753. That is the critical value. So I will write it there. So that's the critical value. I'll write it here. So it's negative because it's on the left side, minus 1.753. Okay. So you need to establish the graphical representation for the T distribution, which is very much similar to the Gaussian distribution. So I'm using the same shape. It's a symmetrical distribution. Also, yeah, there it is. Or I can resize it to fit it in this a single page here. Yeah, there it is. That's enough. So this left-sided, I will place the critical region on the left. it is. Okay. So it's, yeah. Okay. So the critical value is minus 1.753. That's the critical value. Okay. And this is the rejection area. That's reject area. This is 0.05. So I'm going to highlight it for you. That's the reject area. Okay. The calculated statistics is falling within the accept region. Unfortunately, it's minus, it's right there, maybe. Okay. So it's right here, minus 4.9713. Okay. So this is the accept region. That's accept. This is 4.95, the accept region. The calculated statistics, since minus 4.97 on 3 is not less than minus 1.753, then the null hypothesis is not rejected. So there is no evidence to support or that the mean spending is less than 200 Turkish liras a day with alpha 0.05 level of significance. Okay, that's what we conclude in the end after hypothesis testing. So let's construct the confidence interval, the confidence 95% confidence interval. So we need to also bring the critical value T n minus 1 alpha divided by 2, which is T 15 and 0.025. So I can bring it this value from the table. That's the table 15. No, not this one. This is the chi-square table. That's a T distribution table. I'll pick up from row 15. I'll go straight there. And for 0.025, or you can just look at the 95% confidence interval, will take you down here, 15. So that's the value I'm looking for, basically. You see 2.13131. Okay, so the result of the critical value is 2.131. Okay, so let me write the confidence interval. I already established it here. I'm gonna copy back this. That's the confidence interval. There it is. And let's substitute what I need. The sample mean is 185.81, 25 minus 2.131 times the standard deviation is 58.4286 and divided by the square root of 16 plus equal mu plus equal 185.8125 plus 2.131 times 58.4286, and this is divided by the square root of 16. Okay, if you perform this calculation, I'll do it using a calculator this time. Okay, 185.8125 minus 2.131 times 58.4286 divided by 4. The lower bound is 154.6847. That's equal mu plus equal. Let's see the upper bound is 216.9403. Okay. So according to the confidence interval, you can tell that we can tell that we are confident, 90% confidence, 95% confidence that the mean spending is between 154.68 and 216.94 Turkish liras a day for students who are majoring at Atılım University. So we are confident to tell that we are 95% confident to tell that. Let me write the explanation. We are 95% confident to say that
very good chicken tikka masala, very good butter chicken. I give you discount today, sir. Yes, because you are Punjabi.
What is all about that?
Your husband's accent. Well, Hazel had my accent for a really long time and would say things like water, which I was really proud of. And then the other day she goes, "Can I have some water?" I mean, it's water. Kids getting your accent, or are they getting your husband's accent? Well, Hazel had my accent for a really long time and would say things like.
Could you start broadcasting that voice, please, Fatih?
Water. I mean, it's water. Are your kids getting your accent, or are they getting your husband's accent? Well, Hazel had my accent
Fatih,
for a time and would say
could
things
you
like.
start broadcasting that sound?
And then the other day she goes, "Can I have some water?"
Okay, we are 95% confident to say that the mean spending is between 84.6847 and 216.9403 Turkish liras a day for students who are majoring at Atolom University. Okay, that's okay. I think we have done enough for this section too. We studied 2 sections today. Okay, I have forgotten to write. This is the accept here. This is 0.95. Okay, that would be enough today. We may stop teaching today. That's okay until here. And I will keep going with this time, not mean population. I will be dealing with mean proportion next week. So that will be the end today. If you have no question, I'm going to end up the session of teaching. You there?
Yes, teacher.
If there's no question, I will wish you a nice day, nice moments, and I will shut down the session.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for participating in the lecture and have a nice day.
Have a nice day, teacher.
Have a nice day, teacher.